Okay, hello everyone. So welcome to my very first tarot reading. I'm not naturally a tarot reader. I am an oracle reader, as you guys know. But I have been studying tarot now for a few months, and well, I should say I've been picking up tarot cards and using them for years. Okay, but I really decided to take a serious deep dive into tarot just recently, just within the last few months, and got myself into a tarot apprenticeship, which has been very, very helpful in helping me get to know and understand this amazing tool for divination and for introspection. It's just fantastic. Anyway, so I wanted to do a reading tonight on Putin and his situation in Russia and with Ukraine, and I'm trying to figure out where his head is at, why he's motivated to do what he's doing, and just get a little bit more information from Spirit about what might be coming up with him. So I am going to use the Light Seekers Tarot by Chris Ann. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful deck. And because I'm relatively, because I'm still learning tarot, I may have to at some point get some clarification from a book or the book that came with the cards, if I'm having some difficulty understanding what it is that the Spirit is trying to tell me. So please forgive me if I do that. It's just, I'm learning. And the cards that I normally use, which are kind of a beginner's tarot card deck that has like all the explanations and readings on them, are actually out in my truck. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to use it. I'm going to just use this deck. This is a deck that I've been using for personal readings. I have a good connection with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this deck. I'm still having difficulty shuffling too. I'm not a very good shuffler. Oh my gosh, everything's just falling apart here. Let's try it again. I've got my little grid going on here too. Trying to keep everything nice and protected. I've already asked the archangels, my ancestors and spirits, to watch over me and protect me as I do this tonight. Okay. There we go. And I have kind of my own spread here that I'm going to be using. Oh my gosh, cards are flipping over. And this isn't like Oracle. I don't take cards as they flip generally, especially if I'm going to put them into a spread. All right, so let's do the spread here. So the first position on my spread is the situation at hand. So there we go. We've got the Four of Wands reversed. The second card I have is the Over the Horizon card. So basically what is in the near future as long as things keep going as they currently are. And we've got Eight of Swords reversed. Then I have the in the third position, the Obstacle. What is the biggest issue facing this current situation and or the person who's in control of this situation? And we have the Devil reversed. Then we have the Strength position. Basically, what does the situation and or person who is in charge of the situation got going for them? And for that, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. I have to move a few of my little grid items here to get everything in. There we go. Okay, and then in the fifth position, we have lessons. What lessons must be learned by the person controlling the particular situation? And we have the Nine of Cups. Then we have the motivation position. So what is causing the person who is in control of the situation to behave the way that they're behaving. And we have the Nine of Swords. And then lastly, we have a clarification card. So basically, what is some information on the final outcome? And we have the Emperor reversed. Oh, very interesting. So let's take a look at all of this. Hopefully it's all in the camera here. I'm not getting too much glare. Here, I'm gonna move this light a little bit so we maybe get a little bit less glare. I like the ring lights, but I don't like all the glare. All right, well, there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Thank you, Spirit, so much. And let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so the situation at hand. What is the nature of the person that we're reading on here? And that is this one right here, the Four of Wands reversed. And the wands, when I think of wands, I think of enterprise and distinction. Those are my keywords that come to my mind. And the Four of Wands reversed is kind of a lack of foresight sort of card, bad planning, poor planning, uninformed planning, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm seeing with that card. Probably some instability. Yeah. So, okay, that's Four of Wands. All right, so then we have the Over the Horizon card, which is this one right here. How is this going to play out if things don't change? And we have the Eight of Swords, and that is also reversed. And fours, whenever I see fours, I think adversary. Adversarial situation, conflict, that kind of thing. So with the Eight of Swords reversed, I think of jealousy. I think of a mistake being made. That definitely goes with the poor planning, right? So that's what I'm getting from that, is just like, uh-oh, I've made a mistake. I've gotten myself into trouble. I am not happy about this. I had some jealousy. And that jealousy is what led me to where I'm going. So I feel like if things continue down the road the way that they are currently with Putin in the Ukraine and what he's doing to his own people by drafting them, this is going to backfire big time on him. And I think that he's already knowing that what he's done is a mistake. And he's so angry and arrogant about it that he's just continuing forward like a madman. That's what I feel. Okay, and then in the third position, the obstacle. What is the biggest issue facing the situation and or the person who's in control of the situation? Well, we have the Devil. We have the Devil reversed, in fact. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, well, we all know that the Devil doesn't actually mean the devil when we're talking about tarot cards, but in this situation, I'm thinking the fears that he had that drove him into this situation were unfounded. And maybe he's discovering that now. Maybe he's figuring that out. Maybe he's figuring out that, the biggest obstacle right now in his way is really himself. His poor planning, his bad thinking, his bad judgment, his misunderstanding, him, his ego. And that's his biggest obstacle. So in the fourth position, which is the Strength, what does this situation and or person Okay, my camera cut off. I hope it was right here at the Nine of Cups where I was talking about how the Nine of Cups normally is something that you see when you're talking about, um, being satisfied, having your wishes come true, about being generous, those kinds of things. And I truly feel, seeing that this is in the lessons position, that right now, the lesson that I hope that Putin will understand or come to an understanding of is that you win the hearts and minds of the people through love and generosity, not through war and through hate and through bigotry. And I hope that this is the lesson that he is going to learn. I want to have faith that that still could be a thing, that he could still possibly come out understanding this, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right, and then the sixth position is the motivation card. What is causing the person in control of the situation to behave the way that they do? And we have this card, the Nine of Swords. It's funny that we had the Nine of Cups here and the Nine of Swords here, because these two are like complete opposites of one another. And the Nine of Swords is, when that card comes up for me, I think suffering and burdens, misery, impatience. That makes sense, that those would be the motivations behind Putin doing exactly what he's doing there. Whew. And then the last one, the Emperor reversed. This is essentially the clarity card. I don't want to say final outcome. It's the clarity. It's the clarity of the spread, and it's the Emperor reversed. And often when I see that, I definitely think of loss and a lack of control, a loss of control, ineffective leadership, unrealistic expectations for things, and immaturity, quite frankly. So this is the clarity. This is really the crux of why all this is happening. So, yeah. It doesn't look good, you guys. It really doesn't. But I still have hope that he'll learn a lesson. That he'll learn the lesson that love is the thing that wins the hearts and minds of the people. Not war, not fear, not deception. It's love. So anyways, this is my read, you guys. This is my first tarot read. I hope that it brought some clarity to the situation for you guys, and thank you for taking the time to watch me fumble through this. I'm new to this. This is very interesting, and it's such an effective tool. It really is. It's a little overwhelming at first when you first start doing it. And you start seeing things like this where it just all gets told to you from spirit, But anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.